Hello, everybody. Welcome to another awesome episode of Youth Connect. I'm Aiden.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin.
I'm Nebras.
I'm Jeffrey.
And welcome to our Youth Connect. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I know that I am, because you know what it means. It means it's the end of the week, which means Saturday and Sunday are just around the corner. Oh my gosh, I love Saturday and Sunday because it's the day of rest just for a little bit. I've been booked to the brim, but today is going to be a show that I know that you are going to love. Anyways, I know what you probably are wondering. What in the world is Youth Connect? For those who don't know what Youth Connect is going to be a show that is all about news. But what kind of news? We got gaming news. We got some world news, some interesting facts, some entertainment, some cooking knowledge. You never know what's going to happen. And of course, not only will you have news, but you can also have live music. And we are advocates for all abilities. And we are here to give you news that is going to be awesome. Anyways, if you guys know with Youth Connect, the first thing that we always have to start off with is some gaming news, because that's just how we started off, as per usual. Waiting for the intro. All right, guys, a bit of a slow start there. It's okay. Let's keep it moving. Time to bring you today's game of the week. And today is actually, apparently, my parents know about this game, which is quite shocking because I didn't know if they were going to know about this game, but apparently they do. Anyways, the new game that is going to be checking out that I want you to check out is Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide. So what is Warhammer 40,000? So it is a brand new co-op focused experience from the award-winning team behind the Vermintide series. Also, excuse me, guys. In the depths of the hive, the seeds of corruption threaten to turn into an overwhelming tide of darkness. A mysterious and sinister new force is seeking to take control of the entire city. It's up to you and your allies in the Inquisition to root out the enemy before the city succumbs to chaos. As tertium falls, rejects will rise. So it's actually built on the legacy of Vermintide's to best-in-class melee combat. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide introduces intense Warhammer 40k gunplay to the mix. Also, hold on. I'm a little bit sick, guys, so I have a little bit of a cough here and there. Excuse me. Master the balance between ranged and melee combat as you fight through a slew of enemies. Feel the impact of each swipe, swing, and slice of a chainsword, or fry some flesh with a laser gun. Darkside is a co-op game. Wandering too far will risk some punishment by foes looking to immobilize or capture stray rejects, such as the slavering Chaos Hound or the Mobian Trapper. Once you fall prey to such foes, only your teammates can save you. More than that, your innate thoughts, your determination to press on through the pain only recharges when you are in the proximity of your strike team. That means no going on solo adventures, only working together as a team. And quite interestingly enough, you can create your own unique character and customize their physical appearance, voice, and origin, and choose your class to determine which unique traits and skill sets they will make use in battle. And, of course, increasingly, you can have many different worlds of Warhammer, from boiling hot industrial factories to the decaying water maintenance zone inflicted by constant acid rainfall. Tertium Hive is a hard and unforgiving place, even at the best of times. Your role is to serve the zealous Inquisition by embarking on missions to exterminate the threats lurking in the depths of the Hive City, or die trying. You know what this game reminds me of? It reminds me of the game Helldivers, and I know that game was very popular with a lot of people. So if you like co-op games like that, I recommend checking out this game called Warhammer 40K Dark Tide. It looks really good. Anyways, next up is going to be Kevin, and Kevin's going to be sharing us some all-important news, sports, and weather, but more importantly, that interesting fact that's going to be shared. What's it going to be?
Welcome to Youth Connect News. I'm your host, Kevin Aruja. Let's get right into the headlines. Bear with me. Technical difficulty there. So, again, hello everyone. Welcome to Youth Connect News. It's me, Kevin Aruja. So here are the headlines. The GTA gears up for another week of snow and rain. The plainclothes fare inspectors are now patrolling TTC to curb fare evasion. The TTC e-bike ban would disproportionately affect marginalized groups. Mitch Marner to wear red and white maple leaf as Canada rounds out four nations roster. The aftermath of the Greater Toronto Area's first blast of winter weather has left the city with multiple accidents and extended commute times. Environment Canada says GTA residents can expect more snow and showers in the coming week as the sun beams down after the first snow. The temperature this week are predicted to range between 3 Celsius and -4 Celsius, with Thursday night hitting a low of -7 Celsius, with the wind chill dipping between -11 and 15. Friday and Saturday look cloudy with a 40% chance of flurries and a wind chill around -12 Celsius. However, according to the weather agency, the temperature is expected to rise above negatives on Sunday. Monday through Wednesday looks cloudy and wet with 60% chance of showers, but the temperatures are expected to stay above zero. The air quality through this week into the next is low risk, Environment Canada says, part of under a snow squall warning coming in from the Georgian Bay for Thursday and Friday. Road closures can be expected. The plainclothes fare inspectors have been deployed across the Toronto Transit Commission, or TTC's, networks to crack down on the fare invasion. The TTC announced that as of Wednesday, some of this team will patrol the system without their uniforms to issue tickets to those riding transit illegally, and all plainclothes inspectors will carry identifications and wear body cameras to record customers' interactions. Stuart Green, senior commercialist from the TTC, was confirmed to CTV News Toronto via email that plainclothes fare inspectors will be piloted until mid-January. Green pointed out introducing these fare inspectors was one of the recommendations put forward by the Auditor General in 2019. As per the report, it enables a more accurate assessment of fare invasion rates and a more effective The transit network said it has first tested its method in 2018, before reintroducing it 3 weeks ago with plainclothes inspectors who hop on board without paying for their fare. Doing this, the TTC says, is just one more step in shrinking the estimated $140 million the service loses annual to fare evasion. The TTC noted tickets for fare evasion range between $235 and $425, depending on the nature of the evasion, with the fine money going to the work, not the transit network. This is the second new fare evasion initiating the TTC implemented this fall, with the first being an elimination of no-tap fare gates, entrances typically next to the collect at stop station in September. The transit advocacy group TTC riders slammed the transit network's move to deploy plainclothes fare inspectors, calling it a mistake. Plainclothes fare inspectors, Pizze Allen suggested using streetcars greeters to make commuters feel safer and encouraged to tap on without stoking fear and mistrust. A new report submitted to the Toronto Transit Commission says low-income individuals have marginalized groups will be disrupted by a proposed seasonal ban on electrical bikes and scooters. Was presented in October with a report recommending a ban on lithium-ion batteries powered mobility device from TTC vehicles and stations each year between November 15th and April 15th. Following concerns over potential fire hazards, the board decided to refer the report to the TTC's Racial Equity Office for a review of how the ban might affect managed groups. The new report, written by TTC's Chief Police and Culture Officer Shakira Narain, says e-bike available and affordable form of commuting for low-income individuals, an alternative may be seen as less economically viable and convenient. It says the proposed ban could result in loss of income, reduced efficiency, and decreased autonomy for gig and delivery workers. It notes a seasonal ban could also affect business owners and restrict some people's access to healthcare appointments, grocery stores, and other essential services. Narain says restrictions on e-bikes and e-scooters, rather than a complete ban, could promote accessibility and support economic development, among other benefits. Instead of a complete ban, Narain suggests a TTC policy similar to that of Metrolink. E-bike batteries comply with certain safety standards. The TTC board is set to review the equity report at its meeting on Tuesday. Forward to the sports news, Mitch Marner was among the 15 players added to Canada's roster for NHL 4 Nations Face-Off tournament on Wednesday. Joining the Toronto Maple Leafs winger pack that already featured Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, Brad Marchand, and Brady Point. All announced back Sam Reinhart and Sam Bennett of the Florida Panthers, along with Anthony Cirelli and Brennan Hagel of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Also making a team up front are Vegas Golden Knights captain Mark Stone, Travis Konechny of the Philadelphia Flyers, and Seth Jarvis of the Carolina Hurricanes. The defense corps, who was also tabbed in June, will see Colorado Avalanche teammate Devon Toews in red and white, and also including the Vegas duo of Shea Theodore and Alex Pietrangelo, Josh Morrissey of the Winnipeg Jets, and Colton, the St. Louis Blues, and Philadelphia Travis Sanheim. The biggest question mark for Canadian general manager Don Sweeney of the Boston and the rest of the country's hockey brain trust since the process has begun in the crease, especially with stud netminders like Carey Price and Robert Luongo, a distant memory. Canada does not have the same goal as it has international events, but head coach John Cooper of Tampa will likely lean on Stanley Cup winners Jordan Binnington of the Blues and Aiden Hill of the Golden Knights. Sam Montembeault of the Montreal Canadiens rounds out the puck-stopping trio. The Four Nation tournaments, which also includes the United States, Sweden, and Finland, runs on February 12th to 20th in Montreal and Boston, and will serve as an appetizer for the NHL's Olympic return in 2026. Today's weather forecast, we've got mainly cloudy this afternoon. The temperature is now -3 degrees. And tomorrow we will get another mainly cloudy. The temperature will be 0 degrees. And now moving forward for an interesting fact, I'm going to talk about cherry. Yeah, my favorite flavor is cherry and fruit. A cherry is a fruit of many planets of the genus Prunus. and is a fleshy drupe, which is stone fruit. Commercial cherries are obtained from cultivars of several species, such as the sweet Prunus avium and the sour Prunus cerasus. The name cherry also refers to the cherry tree and its wood, and it's sometimes applied to almonds and new visually similar flowering trees in the genus Prunus, as an ornamental cherry or cherry blossom. Wild cherry may refer to any of the cherry species growing outside cultivation, although Prunus ebium is often referred to especially by the name wild cherry in the British Isles. And I have a six interesting fact about cherry. Cherry gets lost in translation. True, the English word the English word cherry derives from the French word cherise. English speakers, hearing the word for the first time, misunderstood how it was spelt and assumed it was a plural for the fruit, which is why the terms cherry and cherries don't align in the two languages even to this day. And yeah, sometimes they spell Moncherry for French. Number two, they played a huge role in a made up historic story. In a tale of a 6-year-old George Washington, the future first president of the United States, chopping down his father's cherry tree. According to the Mount Vernon historians who run the George Washington Museum, the iconic story is a fabrication made up by Washington biographer Mason Locke Weems in 1800s to help bolster public opinion of Washington, who had recently unalive, and of course to help sell his book. The third fact is their variety is astounding. True, more than 1,000 varieties of cherries grows in the wild, but fewer than 10 are grown commercially to produce. There are two types of cherries are produced in the United States: sweet cherries and pop tart or of sour cherries. According to the USDA Agriculture Marketing Service, most sweet cherries, such as the heart-shaped Bing, the large, bright red Lambert, and the gold-toned Rainier, are grown in California, Washington, and Oregon. The cherries are mostly grown in Michigan and Wisconsin. The fourth fact is one cherry is actually pickled. That's right, maraschino cherries, the popular ice cream, the cocktail garnish, are pickled in a brine of salt water before being dumped back into the famous red sugary syrup. The fifth fact is not quite a forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge, but close. Don't bother picking cherries from the picturesque cherry blossoms that emerge in Washington, D.C. every spring, although incredibly beautiful to look at these trees, which number are the thousands were a gift to D.C. from the city of Tokyo in 1912. Are several cherry tree varieties that don't produce fruit that you cannot eat. According to the National Park Service, the only cherries you get from them are tiny, black, and bitter, with a giant pit in the center. And the last fact is they can't be faked or replicated. Absolutely. From popsicles to gelatin to candy to soda. Yeah, actually more cherry flavored foods in a marketplace than foods containing real cherries. And none of those cherry flavored confections, like my favorite sodas, they really taste like cherries. The reason, according to food historian and flavor expert Nadia Berenstein, my apologies, combination of chemicals used to replicate cherry flavor artificially. Ethyl acetate, ethyl bezonates, oil of persico, benzoic acid, glycerin, and of course alcohol. Yum. They were the first developed in the late 19th century and were meant to copy the cup. They're meant to copy the flavor of wild cherries in the cherry liqueurs. like mushrooms rather than the fresh fruit. That's why you may notice the taste of bitter element in the most artificial cherry flavoring. Is there heirloom flavor of cherry pit, a taste you don't really get when eating fresh fruit. Fresh fruit. With that, we come to the end of my segment. Tune in for next week's news, weather, and your favorite interesting fact. This is Kevin Aruja, and it's back to Aiden.
know, I love cherries. It reminds me of somebody I know named Cherry who loves cherries as well. Now, I don't know about you, but my favorite thing to have with cherries is just simply cherries on their own. But in all honesty, a good cherry pie is delicious with some vanilla ice cream. That tartness from the cherry and the rich vanilla flavor from the ice cream is just absolutely out of this world. Now, for Jeff and Nebraska and of course, Kevin, what kind of cherry desserts have you had? Do you guys have a favorite kind of cherry thing, like a cherry strudel, a cherry pie? What's your favorite?
For me, I like cherry flavored yogurt. I've had that.
Ooh, that's a great choice, Jeff. No,
Great
honestly,
choice.
my parents would
Mhm.
absolutely agree with you. What about you, Nebraska?
For me, I just like cherries alone, just the food. Food. I don't like cherries in juices, ice cream, and everything else. I just don't like that. Like
Oh, that's
juices,
that's okay.
yeah, yeah. It's just very bitter for me. But just cherries alone and just eating fruits. I love eating cherries.
All right. That's good. What about you, Kevin? Or unless you did say, but I don't remember you telling us. What is your favorite cherry dessert? If that makes sense.
Good question. I used to love cherry flavored yogurt, and I also love cherry flavored soda, which is my most
Cherry
favorite.
soda. Okay, I
Mhm.
like that. I like that. Those are really, really good choices. And honestly, I would want to have some as well. Make sure to share. I don't want you to share with me. I want to have some delicious soda. Oh, delicious. Anyways, thank you so much, Kevin. I'm going to keep it moving, guys, because we have so much news today, and I want to make sure to get through all of it. And I might actually have to skip one of my sections as well. So I'm going to bring you a second news. Now, it's not going to be gaming news because I think that we have to go straight into our community news. So, what is going on in our community? So, this week we were quite busy. We had a lot of stuff planned. And remember, with our super ability crew, connecting and belonging are the keys to unlocking happiness, at least in our eyes. And this week, we really showed that. And we did a lot. On Monday or to Friday, every morning at 9 a.m., we've been building connections, sharing laughs, and starting our days in a positive note with our chat cafes. Then every 11 o'clock, we would have our I Can Discover classrooms. And let's just say, guys, that this week, all of our things were absolutely amazing. And we had new ideas like hands-on activities, but we also did lots of stuff. Like we also did, if I had to bring some examples on Wednesday, on Wednesday, we had breakfast with Santa. And it was awesome because we got to have a delicious food. We got to meet Santa, and we had magical moments. And honestly, thanks to Miss Julia for offering such an amazing event. Breakfast with Santa is always awesome. For our music club, we're going to be participating in a concert this week. And you know what? We love sharing our talent. And we actually technically did one that we did as well at the church where we practiced and we sung a beautiful song of Funga Alafia and, of course, Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Such a great song. Jeff would be proud. So, upcoming, we're going to actually have a few things. So, we're going to be having a community drumming and ukulele session, like I said, that we're going to be doing on the 16th. But also, HIDAC is gearing up for some exciting discussions, and stay tuned for updates on how we're shaping the community because HIDAC is trying to change our community one step at a time. And of course, if you guys know, a few members are doing an art music creative night for high school students in Peel. So that's pretty exciting. So thanks to everybody for making this week unforgettable, and let's keep shining together as a community. Anyways, though, gonna keep it moving because we have so many amazing people. Next up, we're going to be having Nebraska, and Nebraska is going to be bringing us some entertainment and podcast news. Woo! Woo! Welcome back, Nebraska.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys today? My name is Nebraska, and I'm yours for the entertainment news. Let's get straight into our top story. And our top story is about a new report has indicated the massive budget for Snow White makes the film one of the most expensive live-action Disney adaptation of all time. The upcoming Snow White live-action remake stars Rachel Zegler as the character, offering a new take on the classic fairy tale story and one of Disney's first animated films. The movie has been plagued with controversies and setbacks, including criticism over the casting, the inclusion of the seven dwarfs, and the release date getting delayed by a full year amid the 2023 Hollywood strikes. Now, the budget for the Snow White is sitting at $240 million, making it the third most expensive Disney live-action adaptation of all time. However, there have been conflicting reports about the actual number. Forbes are claiming that the budget is actually high as $269.4 million. If the latter number is correct, then it would make it the most expensive Disney live-action remake of all time, surpassing 2023's The Little Mermaid's budget of $250 million and 2019's The Lion King's budget of $260 million. While the latter's live-action status is somewhat debated, the upcoming film still beats both budgets. Disney's last live-action adaptation, The Little Mermaid, managed to earn $569.6 million at the box office. Something like that, if replicated by Snow White, would guarantee the film's profit. However, out of every upcoming Disney live-action remake, the Zegler-led film had a lot of upcoming controversies surrounding it since the very beginning. While it doesn't necessarily reflect how the film will portray in theaters, its history would make it unsurprising if the movie didn't manage to make a profit. The movie is set to release on March 21st, 2025. I'm very excited for the movie. Since like childhood, I loved watching Snow White as a kid with my family, and it's a family film, so I'll be very excited. I hope you guys like Disney. Just comment down below if you have seen Snow White. Of course, I know everyone has. So now to my second story. Now, before I go to my second story, I'd like to tell you guys the fact of the day. And today's fact of the day is, drum roll, please. Did you guys know that hummingbirds can fly backwards? Yes, some birds, but hummingbirds are the only one that can fly backwards. Their unique wing structure allows them to hover, fly forwards, backwards, and even upside down. So if you've seen, just search up hummingbirds flying backwards. I've just seen the pictures. They're very nice, and I hope you like this fact. I did not know about that. So I hope you like the fact of the day. Now to my second story. Now, before I go to a second story, I like to tell you the joke of the day. Yes, today I have the joke of the day. I am back after a long time, so I will tell you the joke of the day. And I hope you like this joke. So now, why should you never trust stairs? I never trust stairs. You know why? Because they're always up to something. Get it? I hope you like that joke of the day. Now to my second story. That is a podcast. So the podcast is My Favorite Murder. Since My Favorite Murder launched in January 2016, Karen Kilgariff and Georgia Hartstag have shared their lifelong interest in true crime stories and have covered infamous serial killers, mysterious cold cases, captivating cults, incredible survivor stories, and important events from history. So these guys, so they just randomly pick a true crime story, talk about it, talk about the events, what happened, what led to the events, and everything. I love listening to the podcast. Again, just whenever you're cooking, doing something, cleaning out, I love to listen. It just keeps my mind just going. Just this one. So the podcast name is My Favorite Murder. Just I hope you listen to it. And that's all from me. This is Nebraska from Youth Connect. I'll see you all next week. Thank you. Take care. Back to Aiden. Bye, guys. I hope you like this segment.
Hey, the first thing I'm going to first say is that I absolutely loved how you had a drum this time instead of using your table. I thought that was absolutely amazing. That extra bit. I love that. And I was surprised. I thought to myself, I thought hummingbirds moved while they slept and they couldn't stand on the ground and they couldn't stop moving, but apparently they can, but they can't walk. That's the only thing I've heard. So I absolutely love those facts because you get to learn a little bit more. So thank you so much, Nebraska. I absolutely love hummingbirds, and I bet you that Kevin and Jeff love hummingbirds. Jeff and Kevin, do you guys like hummingbirds?
Yes, I do.
That's great. And what about you, Kevin? Do you like hummingbirds?
I like it. It's all right.
Well, I am very glad to have you here, Nebraska. You know, it's absolutely amazing to see you in such a long time, and thank you so much for giving us some entertainment and fun news, and also that interesting fact. That's always awesome. And I will say, guys, if you guys know, the next thing that we always have to do is going to be Jeffrey, and Jeffrey's going to be bringing us some live music. Here we go. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeffrey, a live musician. I'm happy to be playing some music for you, or should I say, hope you're excited to hear some music. And I'm going to be playing "Through the Darkness," one of my original songs. So hope you're ready to have some fun. No matter how dark today is, tomorrow will capture the light. Not for a minute, an hour or day. Let it be another second to become bright. Turn off your sorrow, don't swallow your anger. No matter who you are or how dark your past is today, say no. Turn off the sorrow, just let it go. Release the pain, say no. Turn off the sorrow, just let it go. Oh, and it's time to stand up again. Hold on to my hand and we'll fall together through the pain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Oh, it takes a little flash, you know, but dash of happiness. Glimpse of my light to break the darkness. To brighten our mood and make things right. We need to work together, holding on so tight. All it is just you and me and everyone else. It's time to stand up again. Hold on to my hand and move forward together through the pain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. No matter how dark today is, tomorrow will capture the light. Not for a minute, an hour or a day. Let it be another second to become right. Turn off your sorrow, don't swallow your anger. No matter who you are or how dark your past is today, say no. Turn off the sorrow, just let it go. Release the pain, say no. Turn off the sorrow, just let it go. All you are is just you and me and everyone else. Got to stand up again, hold on in my hand, and move far together through the pain. Like droplets of break a little rain. No matter where you are, it's just you and me and everyone else. It's time to stand up again. Hold on to my hand and we'll fight together through the pain. Like droplets of bright-colored rain. Oh, it takes a little flash and open dash of happiness. Glimpse of violet to bring good darkness. Brighten our mood and make things right. We need to work together, holding on so tight. No matter where you are, it's just you and me and everyone else. It's time to stand up again and hold to my hand and move on together through the pain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. It's time to stand up again and hold on my hand and move on together through the pain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. It's time to stand up again. Hold on to my hand and move forward together through the pain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Droplets of bright-colored rain. Thank you, everybody. This is Jeffrey, a live musician. See you all next week, and it's back to Aiden. Bye, everybody.
That was absolutely brilliant. You know, droplets of bright colored rain. That's something we need in the world right now. So that is such a lovely song to bring to everybody that's watching right now. Peace and love. That's what it's about. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Youth Connect. If you did like Youth Connect, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to click for notification bell.
All right, guys. I hope that you guys have an amazing Friday. Remember, it's going to get chilly today. It's going to get chilly this week. So keep some blankets on, keep some clothing on, get some coats, get a sweater, get some pants. I'm not going to be wearing pants. I'm going to be wearing shorts till the end of time. But we will see you all next Friday. Thank you so much to Nebraska for joining us today. Thank you so much, Kevin. And thank you so much, Jeff. And we will see you all next time. Bye, guys. Catch you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.